In London, campaigners against the war on Gaza have gathered outside the British Parliament. They're demanding a full arms embargo and sanctions be imposed on Israel. UK Prime Minister Keir Starmer told Parliament that Israel's actions in Gaza are inexcusable.
Israel's recent action is appalling and, in my view, counterproductive and intolerable. And we have strongly opposed the expansion of military operations and settler violence and the blocking of humanitarian aid. Mr. Speaker, you will have seen we've suspended the FTA talks and sanctioned extremists supporting violence in the West Bank. We will keep looking at further action along with our allies, including sanctions. But let me be absolutely clear. We need to get back to a ceasefire. We need the hostages who've been held for a very long time to be released. And we desperately need more aid at speed and at volume into Gaza because it's an appalling and intolerable situation.
Our correspondent, Rory Challands, joins us now live from the protests. So, Rory, how are we seeing these demonstrations and their red line unfolding?
Yeah, well, in the last 30 minutes or so, the protest has pretty much wound up. Most of the demonstrators have gone home now. But for several hours this afternoon, and certainly while Keir Starmer was giving that delivery in Prime Minister's questions this afternoon, there was a red line around the whole of Parliament. Now, what does that mean? Well, basically, these protesters had formed a cordon, essentially, that went all the way down from Parliament to the first bridge, Lambeth Bridge, that goes across to the other side of the Thames, and they came back up that side of the Thames and returned over Westminster Bridge to join up here and make a full loop. Why were they doing this? Well, they say that their red line is to show that the UK government should have its own red lines on Gaza and on Israel, and that it has not had a sufficient number of red lines in place. There should have been red lines over 20 months of devastation, the protesters say. There should have been red lines over 54,000 deaths, the protesters say, over all of the international court cases that have gone against Israel and that Israel has ignored. Yes, they acknowledge that the UK government has toughened up its language, but it has, as Keir Starmer pointed out there, abandoned these free trade association talks with Israel. But that doesn't go nearly far enough for the protesters. They want proper sanctions, they say, and they want a full arms embargo. And they're trying to put as much pressure on the UK government as they can.
OK, that's Rory Challands in London for us. Many thanks, Rory.
Make sure to subscribe to our channel to get the latest news from Al Jazeera.